Hello fellow vintage lovers. Today in this video I am doing a voiceover of an old haul video. I had been shopping with a friend, my friend Haley, and this is everything that I brought home during that haul, but in this video I'm voiceovering that old haul to let you know if any of that has even sold. So was it worth going? I guess we'll find out. This first thing was a tree star. I always pick these up when I find them. This one sold for $22.22. It sold within 9 days and I paid $3. This box of Noma crystal lights, so stinking cute. Look at the Life magazine little logo on there. The box is just adorable. It was in a little bit of rough shape, but it still was pretty good. Those lights are so cool. They sold for $38.09. They sold within 24 days. I paid $12 for the box. 2 or 3 of the 10 lights did not work, but I know that you can get those crystal lights randomly, just like, you know, at an estate sale or whatever. I've seen them just by themselves. I've never seen the box that they ever came in, so it was a super cool find for me. And someone bought those knowing that 2 or 3 of the lights didn't work, but again, I do believe, like, if it was me, I would use it as a display piece just because the box is so cool. I love that the cords of those old lights are sometimes red and green. I think that's so cute because it just adds to that little festive styling of those lights. This is cool. It is a macrame foam board. So it teaches you how to do all the knots, and then you can pin in the different squares to keep your knots even and straight, and it teaches you basically how to do all of the macrame cording knots. This board sold for $43.11. It sold within 40 days, and I paid $1 for the board at an estate sale. This little in-the-box Noma mini candelier sold for $24.54. It sold within 32 days. I did pay $6 for this. This really cute fun tablecloth sold for $28.53. It sold within 14 months, and it sold for $2. Basically, I listed these in November, so it skipped the first Christmas, the second Christmas, and then sold in the February of the following year, which is kind of funny. You just never know how vintage stuff is going to sell. We hit up a salt and pepper shaker and Avon Collector's private pick. If you've watched a previous video of mine, we did the 30,000 salt and pepper shaker lady house. I went back with my friend Haley so that she could pick 2. And of course, I obviously found some more things that I would like. So in the Avon room, which the Mr. and I didn't get to go into, I picked up this Avon puff. It's hot pink, and it's so, so cute. Their boxes are usually cute, and then the insides don't match, but this one matched because that pink is everything. It sold for $21.56. It sold within 66 days, and I paid $1. This little set of 3 vintage Avon cologne bottles is still available. It's 2 candles, and then the other one is a little Santa Claus. I love that their little hats, their little toppers are part of the design. I think that's so cute. I paid $1.50 for those. These little Christmas figurines are egg cups. They sold for $32.12. They sold within 25 days, and I paid $6 for the pair. Their little faces are so cute. I just love it when their little mouths look like they're singing like that. This set of in the original box glass coasters sold for $27.63. They sold within 43 days, and I paid $2.50. I thought those were super pretty and classic. This Better Homes and Gardens sewing book sold for $24.47. It sold within 5 months, and I paid $1. I love the graphics in these old sewing and gardening and cookbooks. I'm going to open it up and show you here. The closet system on that side is so cool, and then the starburst clock in the other picture just screams mid-century vibes. I picked up these candle holders, and they're by the brand Astro. I thought they were so cool, and then I paired them with these red battery-operated 80s candles. The listing is still available. I paid $1.50 for the candles and the candle holders. These anodized aluminum metal cups sold for $23.37. They sold within 8 days of listing them, and I paid $4. These wood art pieces sold for $24.09. They sold within 38 days, and I paid $2 for the pair. They were not marked on the back, but they were real cute, and they were super thin wood. I just thought they were super pretty and very boho. This set of pillowcases was so bright and vibrant. I have an orange bedspread in the summertime and a set of pillow shams that zip, and they're that color orange. And so I was so tempted to keep these, but I did not. They did sell for $24.05 within 3 months, and I paid $2 for the pair. They were just so bright and pretty. I was so tempted. This little Santa blow mold was marked 1985 Empire. He was for a light, like a stake in the yard, but that part was broken off. I just thought that he would be super cute, even if you unscrewed that base part and just had a light in him like a normal blow mold. He sold for $32.91. He sold within 9 days of listing him. and I did pay $5 for him. And he was super cute. I'll show you here in just a second. He has like eyelashes indented into the blow mold. They're not colored or anything, so they're a little bit hard to see, but they're just like an indent in, I guess I didn't show you, but I thought I did. Anyway, he's super cute. Oh, just kidding. Bringing him back to show you the eyelashes. How cute are those? Next up is the matching salt and pepper shakers for those Astro candle holders. The salt and pepper shakers sold new in the box for $30.16. They sold within 11 months of listing them and I paid $1. They're acrylic and pretty. They look more like glass. They look more upscale than they really are. These little cute Daisy made in Japan salt and pepper shakers are still available. I paid $1. I love that they still had the foil sticker, and I love that they were mismatched like they were, but they were a pair because you can tell the flowers are the same, just one has less and one has more. These mushroom salt and pepper shakers sold for $24.97. They sold within 1 day of listing them, and I paid $1. It's funny because I had a trivet with mushrooms on it, and it had bright blue and bright green mushrooms all over it, and they sold the day that I got these, or the day after I got these. And so I reached out to the girl who bought the trivet and said, hey, I just got these salt and pepper shakers. I'm going to list them. I want to make sure that you don't want them with this trivet before I go ahead and list them. She did want them, and so I just went ahead and listed them straight away as a custom order for her. So she ordered those to go with her trivet. This little flower art had a really cool vibe, and that paper on the top that the flowers were on was just real super thin. It's really interesting. I'm not sure what it was. It sold for $19.84 within 5 days of listing it, and I paid $1. This little Holly Hobby style Paula art piece, Someone Loves You Me, is still available. I paid $1. These cast iron copper wall art roosters sold for $29.32. They sold within 4 months, and I paid $5 for the pair. This is a single avocado green shaker. It's kind of oversized, so I don't know if it was maybe for Parmesan or powdered sugar or cinnamon sugar. I'm not sure, but it is still available. I paid $1. This Humidiguide sold for $23.75. It sold within 4 months, and I paid $1. You guys know me if you've watched any of my videos. If I can pick these up in good shape at a decent price, I will always buy them. For whatever reason, they tend to sell, so people do like them. This is a vintage Linden made in Japan metal jewelry box in kind of a Wedgwood style, only peachy instead of that normal blue that you see. It does work. It does play the anniversary song, which I'm not sure what that is, but it's beautiful inside and out, and it is still available. I paid $1 for it. These little plastic bullet style mid-century modern pepper and salt, they look black here, but I do believe that they are more of a brownish color. They're still available. I paid $1. This paperweight was really cool. I don't really know much about paperweights, but I thought this one was neat because it could stand up or lay down. It's like dimpled on the top around that little nub, and the gold fleck inside I thought was so pretty. It's still available. I paid $1. And I don't mind that it's still sitting on my shelf because it is really pretty to look at, and it catches the light really beautifully. This blue cat is still available. I paid $1. This little cat with the eyelashes, it's still available. I paid $1. And then this long cat, super long cat, sold for $12.17. It sold within 5 months, and I paid $1. This little pitcher is still available. I paid $3 for it. It is marked Japan on the bottom, and I thought it was really cute that it had a lid that was shaped so funny with that long spout. It was perfect. And I just thought it was super pretty. It'd be really pretty on like a hutch in a country, farmhouse style kitchen. This is the most adorable toothpick holder. When you pull it up, all the little toothpicks fan out. It sold for $19.17 within 30 days of listing it, and I paid $1 at the Salt and Pepper Shaker Lady. It reminded me of a circus tent. I thought it was so cute. This little nightlight girl sold for $21.92 within 27 days of listing, and I paid $7 for her. These little lights with the acrylic starburst that almost match those Astro salt and peppers and candle holders sold for $17.14 within 5 days of listing, and I paid $1. This little set of new old stock crystalline trims ornaments sold for $18.30. They sold within 8 months, and I paid $3. This funny naked Santa shower curtain sold for $34.71. It sold within 2 days of listing. I paid $1 for the shower curtain, and I have a sad story about the shower curtain. A lady reached out to me about the shower curtain, and literally, like I said, within 2 days of listing it, it sold. Lady reached out to me, was so excited to find this. It was from her husband's childhood. He had talked about it, but they had never seen one, so she was so excited to buy this for him and surprise him and put it up with her Christmas decorations. And the dang USPS lost it in transit. Now, I've had a couple of things get lost in transit and not update for, a week or two at a time, especially lately as my Indianapolis post office has kind of been going through some things, and they've lost quite a few things. And I don't know if they were lost or just got hung up, but they've been recovered. Almost every single one has been recovered. This is the only time that I have ever had something actually get lost in the mail. It never was found. The USPS reimbursed me through their claim system, and I of course refunded the buyer. But it was so sad because she was so excited to have found that for her husband because he had had it in his childhood, and she wanted to gift that to him so bad, and I was so dang sad that it got lost in the mail. And I know the USPS handles thousands of packages, and I've delivered thousands of packages and never had one be lost. I've had some be delayed, of course, which is to be expected, but this one was lost, and it was just so darn sad. That's like one of the worst parts of being a vintage seller, is if something doesn't end up getting delivered or it gets broken or lost. It's just so sad because these things can't be replaced. So I try really hard to make sure that everything's packed well, and I keep track of the tracking so that I can try to make sure that everything gets delivered where it needs to be. But this one was kind of out of my hands, and so it is a sad story. This funny little cross stitch is still available. I paid $2 for it. It's actually really old, has old wiring and old paper on the back. I just thought it was so cute. These ornaments are still available. I paid $8 for the box. The box was in perfect condition, and all of the ornaments were in there, so I could not pass that up even for $8. This little Merry Christmas sold for $26.23. It sold within 11 months, and I paid 50 cents. This scale is still available. I paid $7 for it, and it is in near perfect condition. This owl fingertip towel sold for $15.37. It sold within 9 months, and I paid $1. This egg separator sold for $8.99 within 4 months. I paid $1. This little deer was marked made in Japan. It's still available. I paid $1 for it. I do believe it's missing salt and pepper shakers hanging off those little hooks, but they weren't with it, and he's cute as a standalone piece. And I'm not sure what happens in this video because it gets cut off right about here. I don't know what happened because obviously I had another whole pile of things over here, but you don't get to see those apparently because the video cut off, and I really don't remember what I got and when, unless it was, commemorated in a video. So this is the last item in this haul. It is a Norcrest, still with the sticker, teacup and saucer that says Merry Christmas. It's still available, and I paid $3 for it. And again, the video just like abruptly cuts off right here. So I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if I ran out of battery or what, but that's all you get from this haul. So the cost of goods for everything that I was able to show in the video was $112. The gross profit was $668.73, and the net profit after fees and the cost of goods was $476.48. So I over 4x'd my profit on this thrift trip with my friend. So is there anything that you saw in the video that surprised you that it actually sold? Is there anything you would have left behind? Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.